Hi, my name is Dale. This is my mod sled, which I have built. I took a 156 track, 156 rail, 2010 Polaris Dragon seat and gas tank, converted everything. On these models, the heat exchanger is in the tunnel itself on the top. So I got this piece of aluminum that somebody else had built, this aftermarket fabrication piece here that lifts the seat above the hoses in order for you to be able to not worry about messing them up. This is my first time ever doing a video. I tore a machine apart and it had these aftermarket risers for the track to lift your suspension. Put this together. I only had to move the back brackets and I pulled them all off of the machine. Then I refabricated them in and pop riveted them on in order to be able to try and get this thing functionable and see how it works. I haven't got to take it up in the snow yet, but I had to move the back approximately 1.5 inches back from the original holes. The front, with the way the rail was, I had to move it forward 2 inches. So that's why I had to take off the brackets that are on the inside of the tunnel and move them where you can see they are right now in order to make this thing work. So I'm thinking about starting myself a YouTube video when I do this stuff. And I also added me about 6 inches of tunnel in the back, which I cut off of another snow machine and added to the extra 10 rear end of this snowmobile. So again, I went from a 144 to a 156. It didn't add a whole lot, but it added enough to make it probably a little more hill climbable than what it was originally. So as you can see, it's a Polaris Indy 700, which the cowling was just destroyed, and I put my XLT cowling and nose clip on it in order to make this thing work. There was very little fabrication on the front in order to make the gas tank work. I had to cut a little bit out of right here in order for it to fit, and then I had to cut a little bit right here out of it to make it fit. Then, in order for the pull start to work, I had to remove it from its original mounting, which you can see the other pop rivets here, and then move it down to here in order for this thing to be able to not rub or cut into anything when I was done. So I'm hoping that this thing's going to tear it up. It tore it up before on the snow, but we'll see how it does when I get it out. Again, this is my first mod sled.